Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's what good hip-hop sounds like. Shout out to the LS Camp. Shout out to High Life Have. You just got finished rocking out to the sounds of bars here tonight on the EMillio EgBar Show. Shout out to you, and everybody out there that's tuned in and rocking with the show right now. And if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you are following us on Twitter, X, whatever it is you're calling it out there these days, folks. Make sure you are following us, please, at the EgBar Show, or you can hit me up on my personal Twitter page at the EMillio EgBar to stay up to date with the latest news and highlights from your favorite hip-hop shows. Favorite hip-hop show. Can I even say that anymore now, being that, things is changing around, we, going in a different direction and all that stuff? I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, man. You already know me out there, man, but I hope everybody out there is enjoying the show here tonight. I'm definitely having a good time, having fun with y'all here tonight, as always, because I enjoy doing this. Anytime I get an opportunity to sit down and stream with y'all, man, it's wonderful, man. But with that being said, man, if y'all was catching me back there just now when I was doing my thing while the show was playing, the song was playing, I had a real sour ass blueberry. See, today I'm doing it a little bit healthier today. I'm not eating no gummy bears, no candy, no nothing like that. I'm strictly with the blueberries and the apples over here, and I got some water and I got some tea and all that stuff, man. But I ain't never expect for that one to be as sour as it was, but it's all good though, man. But anyway, if you out there snacking on something, man, hit me up. Let me know what y'all got out there, man. I know y'all got the good shit. Shit, the holidays just came by, so I already know y'all got some leftover candy or whatever out there, man. Anyway, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, because I know all of y'all out there is tuned in. Y'all want to know what's going on with this whole Fat Joe situation, man. And I'm seeing now that even this guy, Lord Jamar, is chiming in on it, man. Fat Joe must have really pissed y'all off out there, because, I'm seeing posts after vlog, after video, after all kinds of different headlines talking about this whole Fat Joe situation. What is really going on? I guess I really didn't care too much to really do any kind of real research on it, because to me, I don't really care too much about beef between celebrities and all that stuff, or a lot of the stuff these dumbass celebrities be saying, because they don't really be saying nothing. We all know for a fact out there that they been lost touch with the community and stuff like that, so I don't worry about that like that. But obviously they saying something real crazy, because you got Lord Jamar out here saying something, and you got a whole community of people on all different sides of the spectrum, aisle, whatever it is you want to call it, that's talking about this situation. So what we're gonna do, man, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up, and I got a video from off of X, from the Twitter page Art of Dialogue. You can also follow them on Twitter at Art of Dialogue _ at the end, and they're also available on YouTube. We're gonna try to check this out, see if I can bring this up on the stream and see what exactly these guys are riffing about, because he must have really pissed somebody off if they they even got this man coming at him too, man. So let's go ahead and check it out and see what this whole Fat Joe situation is, if we can possibly pull it up here. This is fair use, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into it.
All of this shit about, y'all niggas is broken. That's the new racism. Okay? When he said, whoever these
I had to bring
broke
it back, man, because I had to get my control straight. There we go.
All of this shit about, y'all niggas is broken. That's the new racism. Okay? Classism, and talk about niggas is broke. The last I checked, Puerto Ricans in the Bronx is broke too. So what are we talking about here? What's all of this taking on the oppressors' disdain for people that don't have money? Regular, everyday, working class people. And then you want to talk about racism, people's being racist or discriminatory against you, yet you the first one to talk about these broke niggas. And a bunch of people do that. And to me, it just reeks of insecurity. It just reeks of, because if you didn't have money, if you didn't have these things, would you really have you know, all the people around you supporting you, would you really have loyalty like that as a man? If people didn't think that they can get something from you, if you wasn't that guy for the longest time, I think this was a good example of how money creates a certain form of arrogance, where you have a lack of self-awareness as to who you are and who you really stand for inside this industry. Like, he thought that because he had more money than me and platinum records, that somehow he was more influential than me. And that he was a bigger, you know, that he meant more to the hip hop culture. And he found a rude awakening by saying that nut ass shit that he said. Like, to say, Lord Jamar's a Looney Tunes and yeah, I was the wackest one out of Brand Nubian, let's be clear. Let's be clear. To say that I'm the wackest one in Brand Nubian is like saying Clyde Drexler was the wackest one on the Dream Team. Or pick any one of them on the Dream Team. There is no whack one in Brand Nubian. Like, Brand Nubian is a dream team, is an all-star team. But now when you say something like that, right, you open yourself up for criticism. And as a person who don't even write their own music, who don't even write their own raps, who is in a crew of phenomenal rappers, dare I say you, sir, were the wackest one in the crew. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
you, sir, were the wackest one in Terror Squad. Like, everybody in Terror Squad is better than Fat Joe. Like, let's be clear. So to say that about me was crazy. And to me, it felt like he was trying to assassinate my character, to say he was a legend. First of all, you see my, again, hip-hop legend hat on. You can zoom in. Yeah, there you go. To try to think that you could demote me is crazy, is diabolical. Like, if you don't write your own lyrics, I'm sorry, sir, you don't have the qualifications to think you could demote me because you're upset with me.
Yeah, we're gonna get to this in a second, man. But yo, there you go. Shout out to Art of Dialogue, all of y'all out there that's watching and listening right now. You can go and follow them, once again, like I said, on Twitter, X, whatever it is you call it, Art of Dialogue _. And you can also go check them out on, what's that, YouTube. You can go check out Art of Dialogue as well, man. But yo, me, I kind of honestly want to say this, and I don't want no smoke whatsoever, because this is not my situation. I can care less really at the end of the day when it's boiled down to it. But these guys, you know, a lot of these older artists, a lot of these older people, and just people out here nowadays, like, you ever notice, like, when they have an issue with one another, like, the first thing they do is they go run to a podcast, and then whatever situation that, you know, they beefing about, it get worked out behind closed doors. It's almost like it never happened. My thing is this, man, if you got the goal to go to a podcast, and I'm not saying this about Lord Jamar or Fat Joe or any of these guys. A lot of these dudes get on these podcasts and just be saying a lot of craziness. But what I am saying here is, if you guys are gonna go to a third party and you're gonna air out your differences and all that stuff, why not do it amongst one another? You know, turn the camera on, do your Instagram live or whatever the case may be, or whatever platform of your choosing to air out your differences. And if it's that serious, if you're going to make your beef that public, where you go into all these various podcasts and all that stuff and talking junk about each other, then how about just put it together and you two, you know, air out your differences? I remember one time before I wanted to do that, I had the idea of wanting to, like, kind of mediate beefs and instances between people and all that stuff. But then I realized, man, I ain't got the stomach or the energy for all that foolishness, man. But, you know, I think that would be cool if you would see it instead of, you know, just this constant back and forth and just building up a whole bunch of tension and drama and hype surrounding the situation that's not really that deep. How about y'all just sit down like grown adults and talk about the whole situation? But I still have not heard or really caught with the whole situation with this whole why everybody mad at Fat Joe thing. I think it's because he calling people broke or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I had to, you know, go do some research on that one. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sit here and keep holding y'all up with that one. What you think, man? Call us up, man. The number is 718-717-8104 if you want to speak on the whole situation about Fat Joe and Lord Jamar, or just what the situation is in general. I would love to hear from you. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are still taking your submissions. You can send us your MP3s to Let's Network Musically 212@gmail.com. If you would like to get your music played here tonight on this live stream, you already know what to do. Once again, sending your submissions to Let's Network Musically 212@gmail.com.